Hey everyone, welcome. Good evening. I hope you're having a good night, good day. It's a crazy week, a lot going on. Let's give it a few seconds and have some more people join. The way Substack works, it takes a few minutes until people are getting notified so you could join. The reason I came live today, folks, is because I've been watching the way the media has been reporting today. Hey, Lori. Hey, Scott. Mary, how are you? And by the way, this is our special lives that we do. So let me just give you everybody like the rules. Hey, Elizabeth, and let me see, Martha, Scott. Keep in mind that uh, the scroll goes fast sometimes, but also it's delayed. So sometimes I might be seeing some of your message that are coming late. Madge, I am tired. A lot going on, and Ludmila, I love you. How are you? Because obviously, those of you that have been watching and following, a lot's been going on in Ukraine. A lot's been going on between Russia, Ukraine. Alexander is in a very rough spot. We'll get into a lot to go on. So yeah, it's been a rough week. Haven't had a lot of sleep between the two different time zone and everything that's going on. But I wanted to first give you a few updates on a little house cleaning. A lot of you that have been hopefully have been started receiving your books and your shirts and your t-shirts and all your merchandise. We got everything worked out. The books arrived. They started been shipping the past couple of days. So hopefully everybody is starting to receive them. And if you haven't, you will be receiving them any day. Plus, we got a new shipment in. There was a delay with the printer. We got a new shipment in, a very limited time. Also, we got some hardcovers, which were on back order, but we got a few hardcovers left. So those of you that want any hardcovers signed or any books that you're waiting for, they're in. Now's a great time to try order them because with the holidays, everything, they are going to be again on back orders. Linda should be there literally within this week. They're all going out, so everybody should be getting not only the books but also all the merchandise. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Also, an update on what's going on in Ukraine. First of all, for all of you that have been helping and contributing to the GoFundMe, let me just put it up there quickly again right now. Alexander's GoFundMe. Hold on, let me get it over here. Sorry, guys. All right, let me get. All right, I'm back with you guys. So here is I'm gonna share with you Alexander's GoFundMe. We are 80% there, folks. Incredible job. I just want to say thank you and God bless each and every one of you who has donated. If you haven't yet, please, we're almost there to get to the goal. But Alex has been distributing and sending out supplies. If you've watched and seen some of the letters in the past couple of days, this I don't know what you want to call him, a monster, but Putin basically hit a kindergarten in Kharkiv. It was, I mean, very bad, very sad. But we've been getting aid out to Kharkiv is actually a place on the front line where Alexander's going. For those also an update with him, he has also. Kiev has been hit hard. His building was not hit, thank God, but the building next to it was hit, and because of that, they have no water and they have no electricity already for a few days. Plus, that building has been already the area has been hit before that he's been looking to move. So hopefully by the tonight we should have a GoFundMe set up for Alexander himself. As soon as his son gets it to me, I will put it together and I will send a letter out to each and every one of you, because he's proud. He's not going to ask, but I'm going to ask on his behalf, because we all go out there, we help everybody, but sometimes we need to help our own, and he needs it right now. His family is just like all these other families out there that are getting uh, hit with missiles and shihads, and are going through no electricity and no water. His family's going through the same thing. So as he's helping others, we need to, help him. So once that gets up, hopefully later tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll be getting that letter out to you. So stay tuned, watch out for it, and let's help him out. Because he's part of our family, and what he does is. He is a true hero, and I'm not saying it because he's my cousin or because he's part of Voice from Ukraine, but he truly is. I mean, what he does every day for the past 3 years. You know what? Instead of me talking about it, I'm going to put it in the letter. I'm just going to put some of the stuff. I'm going to let you know who Alexander really is, and what he's been doing the past 3 years, so you guys get really chance to know him. I'm going to maybe do that tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to put a letter together, really let you guys get an understanding to what kind of hero he is, and what he's done, and what, how much people and lives he saved and helped. So he truly is. With that said, the media today is talking. Oh, so quickly before we go forward, so the way we're gonna work these lives for a little bit is because so much breaking news is. We're going to do the live is for everybody, so because it's important that the information goes to everybody. But for all the paid subscribers, there's a couple of special perks that we will do with each live. You're able to comment on anything you want, and I will try to respond. If you have any questions, you want to make a comment on something, go right ahead and do it, and I will try to respond to you guys and answer your questions. Just bear with me, because our community is growing, it's big, and there's a lot of sometimes questions, and sometimes it lags. Also, something that we do, any one of you of my paid subscribers that want to come up and join us here, just type in there, Lev, bring me up, or I want to come up, and I will bring you up, and you could join us. You could get whatever you want off your chest, ask me a question, it's another, or just say something you want to say, share with us here. So those are for all the paid subscribers. Because of you, and it's a way to give back to you, but because of you, you are our backbone to be able to do what I'm doing here, and be able to distribute the information to everybody, because we do have some breaking information that we're going to get into today in this live. So with that said, anybody want to come up, just hit there and say, bring me up there, bring me up. For those of you that just have some questions, put them up there. Otherwise, please, let's try to finish off this GoFundMe I put it up there again right now. For those of you, let's spread it out there. There's a very little bit left. Let's try to finish it off tonight. So this way we could concentrate on our next mission, which will be to help Alexander. From all the people Ukraine, from you, Alexander, and everybody else, I just want to say, God bless each and every one of you, and thank you, because this is more than a community. This really, truly is a family. The support that you have given, the contributions, just right here. I just want to say it. Dan Bongino, what do you guys want to know? Dan Bongino is in hiding. I told you. Look, I'm working on some things. I know I've said it to you several times that I'm working on some things that I can't get into. Unfortunately, I really can't, because I'm hoping that certain things come through one way or the other. I am going to tell you what's happening. I'm going to get you informed. I'm trying to work together with some powerful people, influential in the Democratic Party. Very difficult, because with the way they respond, taking too long. I don't know if we have the time So, one of the things that me and Malcolm and Michael have been speaking, and others that we might do on our own, if that happens, and either way, I will bring you guys up to speed. Yes, Susan, you want to come up? You said love. Let me see. I guess let me see if you want to come up, Susan. Before we get into, I'll invite you. If you want to come up, come on up, Susan. If not, maybe I misunderstood you. We do have a plan tomorrow. I'm going to go over a plan that we have. Certain stuff, like I said, I can't get into all the stuff right now because some of the stuff are moving parts. But we do have a plan to be able to save our democracy. And one of the biggest things is by keep growing the platform. One of the things I've also have done is now I am on YouTube. Even though this is my home, this will always be our platform where we speak truth to power. But unfortunately, Substack doesn't have the reach some of these other platforms like YouTube does. So I have started going out on YouTube to be able to spread our message far and wide. So for all of you that go on YouTube, if you can go, please subscribe on YouTube. Also support me there so we could grow the platform, because the way these platforms work and algorithms, the more people that watch, the more people that follow, the more people that subscribe, the more it gets boosted out to other places. Because remember, our message when we're here, we're not here to talk about policy. We're here to, talk about the corruption, the truth, and we speak truth to power. And our truth, everybody needs to hear. It doesn't matter if it's on YouTube. It's also Lev Remembers, at Lev Remembers, guys, on YouTube. So it's at Lev Remembers, just here on Substack. And it's important for not just Democrats, but our message needs to get out of the echo chamber, and that's why one of the biggest parts of my plan is to go out to be able to go out to the independent, to the red states, to the even MAGA, or even to Republicans, people that, because trust me when I tell you, I'm still in the loop in a lot of these circles, and I could tell you there's a lot of unhappy people all over the country. Because let's get into it. Let's get into what some of the news is. Okay, so we understand, because while the media is sitting there and talking about Donald Trump building destroying the White House, which, I mean, that alone is disgusting. To understand that the president of the United States is destroying history, just wiped out the East Wing, and now is putting in. I remember being there at the White House. I remember coming in there, and I remember walking. I even actually have a video with me and Aaron walking in there for a Hanukkah party, right up to where through the East Wing, where he now destroyed it, and now he's putting in this mega, whatever you want to call it, ballroom. So it's disgusting. It's a story, but it's not the main story. This shouldn't be what the news cycle is taking up, and that's what basically it's all about. What we should be talking about is Donald Trump is killing people in the middle of the ocean, folks, in the middle of the ocean, and even his own people in the Republican Party, like Rand Paul, are coming out and saying that these boats, first of all, would never make it to the United States. They're in the middle of, they would barely make it to Trinidad or whatever. We're killing them. Second of all, there's no evidence. You're not providing any evidence of any drugs or anything being there. Third of all, even if it was drugs, it's not a crime punishable by death. Fourth of all, you just hit a ship where there was two survivors, and what did you do? You sent those two survivors back. If they were terrorists and they were bad and you're killing people, why did you not arrest them and bring him in or whatever? Why or did you send those two back? This is what the media should be nonstop talking about. The Epstein files. I mean, I don't know how many times I want to say it. I feel, I feel so bad for the survivors, for the victims, that their voices are not being heard the way they should, that not every day that the congressmen and congresswomen jointly, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene already from the other side, we have Ro Khanna, we have Massey, some more people standing on the White House lawn with a simple message, something that really gets to him. It's not complicated. Meet with the victims. Listen to what the survivors have to say. Donald Trump, why won't you meet with the survivors? How come now one media reporter will ask about why Donald Trump won't meet with the survivors? Because I'll tell you, Donald Trump can't. He can't look him in the eye. He can't face it. And that's why this is so important for us to make that push, because that's what is his kryptonite. Not, talking about that he is destroying the White House, or that he's, talks nasty to reporters. He doesn't care about that stuff. He's doing, we need to hit him where where he understands where it hurts. Second of all, nobody's talking about that the Pentagon just got purged. I mean, it was a one-day story, but just understand what happened. Not only is there no media in the Pentagon, they've installed old loyalists, not media personnel, but loyalists that are basically MAGA social media personalities. You know what I'm saying to you? This is what should be talked about and reported on nonstop. Then we have a government shutdown. Nobody's even told. I mean, we're literally 3 weeks into a government shutdown. This is the second longest government shutdown in the history of the United States, folks. And there's no end in sight. There's no conversation. Yes, the only people I see on TV, on any channels, I see little man Johnson there with his little crew of Republicans with Thune and them talking about lying, how they want to open it, the Democrats don't want to do it. There's no Democrats to be found. There's no Democrats talking about the Epstein files. There's no Democrats talking about the government shutdown. There's no Democrats talking about that there's, people getting killed and blown away every day in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. Maybe they're all on vacation, but I don't know what's going on, because right now, this is what should be talked about. Instead, the media is talking about, all day nonstop regurgitating about the White House. In the meantime, there's things being done and behind the scenes that's not also being talked about. And this is why I always tell you guys, keep your eye on the ball, watch what's really being done and not what's being said. The first thing we're going to talk about is some of the breaking news that I broke several weeks ago, but now it's coming to fruition. I told you it's not a matter of if, but when Adam Schiff will be indicted. And today there's even reports, some of the media is reporting that some of the prosecutors don't want to take on the case because the case is not a good case. But as I've told you previously, and I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter because I just got off the phone not too long ago with one of my sources. It told me that Trump went ballistic and said, find somebody, doesn't care, make sure that the prosecution happens. So I would expect, as early as anytime today, but probably sometime tomorrow or the day after. Today is already late, I'm sorry, but probably sometime tomorrow, beginning of next week, you will see Adam Schiff, be indicted in front of a grand jury on mortgage fraud and some other charges that they're putting together. So this is the stuff that a lot of stuff that they should be talking about. But there's something even much bigger brewing that they're not talking about. And I know it might be because it's not here in the United States, because it's overseas, but it has a lot to do with everything that's happening. The relationship between Russia, the United States, Ukraine, everything that's been happening. So, folks, this is a very important thing that you need to understand what transpired in the past couple of days and now, again, like I said, the media cycle moved, but again, somebody made a lot of money. Trump again manipulated some stuff, but at the end of the day, children are getting killed. Ukraine's fighting for their lives, and Trump and Putin, it's the same old game. So you've seen the past several days this week. What we had again, just like a few months ago when we had the Alaska stuff. These are all distractions. A, to get away from the Epstein files. B, these are distractions for right now, what we're not listening to, what we're going to hear, what we're going to see is how this grim reaper that Donald Trump calls Russell Vought, the creator of Project 2025, right now in the background is destroying institutions, gutting programs, firing people that will never come back, and nobody mentioning a word. Nobody's even mentioning talking about that happening behind the scenes. And Donald Trump, he basically came out to you to cover it all up and said, you know what, we're going to do a meeting, me and Putin in Budapest. The media took all over it again, and I don't know what the right word should be for it, because at some point there should be common sense. They call him Taco, they call him all this stuff, but at some point there should be some common sense and say, listen, you know, uh, first of all, how is Putin going to get to Budapest? I mean, the fact that he said second of Victor, I mean, we're not even going to go into it, but what played out is exactly for those of you that read the subtext that I wrote, and it's important. I'm not when I say I told you, or I say make sure you read what I talked about 2 weeks ago. These are not things because I'm trying to pat myself on the back. Please don't misconstrue or misunderstand me. This is not me trying to take credit for anything. I'm just trying to make sure that we get the message, because not everybody here is with us from the beginning. We always have new people join, so I have to sometimes reiterate for them to understand. And second of all, the reason why I say it is because sometimes some people, say, how many times I hear, "Oh, Lev, that can't happen," or "Lev, that's not going to happen," or "Lev, stop fear, Mark," or "Lev, don't do this." So sometimes I have to reiterate it, because for those people to see, you know what, look, it's not that I told you so. It's you need to start listening, that because if I'm here talking to you, because right now I'd rather be with my kids, playing with my kids. I'd rather be watching TV. I'd rather be hanging out with my wife. I'd rather be relaxing, because I'd rather not be. But I'm here with you because there is important, not because this is a show. I'm not. This is not the Kardashians or some kind of reality show. This is the stuff that I'm bringing you. The information I'm trying to bring to you is so important that once you will see what happens is, as everything I've told you has played out. Once our platform gets big enough, that's when the fight will begin. That's when Trump and his enablers will start taking notice. Because right now they take notice, they understand, they see. The only reason they haven't really done anything to really come after me, they've done little warnings, they've come after Aaron, but because we're not big enough yet, and because not everybody's listening, but we'll get there. So I just wanted you to we need to continue doing what we're doing, continue just bring 3 4 more people, spread the message, continue becoming. Remember, subscriptions are for free, so that's the first thing. This platform is made to get the information out. So the number one thing about this platform is for us to subscribe, bring as many subscribers, build it as much as, because all the information is free. The only difference is the perks is for the people that are able to and blessed enough that are able to, in the economy and everything, that they can become paid subscribers, and then they do contribute to the Venmo or to the Zelle or to some of my other things, or they go on to Leverage. But because of them, we're able to. So that's why it's all teamwork. Everybody chips in. So if you can become a paid subscriber, it's extremely important. Contribute to the Venmo or to the Zelle, or at Lev Parnas. Make sure the number one thing is the subscription. Go ahead, Laura. You have a question? Uh, write the question. So in the meantime, I wanted to finish off. Let me finish off quickly with Russia and Ukraine, and so this way, and then we'll go into questions and we'll finish it up. So the important thing that I wrote today in my Substack, and that's why all of you should definitely read it, is this is all a con game. What transpired was, not only was there no meeting, there was never going to be a meeting, but also what Trump and did with Putin is he played the I'm going to be tough on Russia, and the way I'm going to be tough on Russia is I'm going to sanction them. I want to make it very clear for you folks. The only time you could actually see that Trump or America will be tough on Russia, because the answer is very simple. They need to supply weapons, tomahawks, patriots to the Ukrainians. Once they do that, that's action. Everything else is words. Because what he did today is he didn't give weapons to Ukraine. What he did is he wrote a piece of paper. He wrote a sanction. We're going to sanction this. What does that mean? Let's first of all understand what happened as soon as he came out and said he's sanctioning Russia. Oil prices went up. When oil prices went up, who does that benefit? The first person that benefits is Vladimir Putin, folks, because Vladimir Putin funds his war machine off oil prices. So the first thing Donald Trump did was not help anybody out. He helped Vladimir Putin by getting the oil prices up. The second thing he did is he helped himself and his cronies that are had this inside information, because a lot of people, just like you seen what he did with the crypto market with China, just like you see what he did with the tariffs and the United States market by telling people it's a great day to buy at 9 o'clock in the morning before the market opened up, and then the market jumps up on his announcement. Same thing he did here with the oil market, basically making an announcement, an irrelevant announcement just for the market, because you have to understand. This is the key. This is why I'm so pissed at the media and everybody else that nobody else is talking about. I've sent the letter out to everybody and told them, you got to make sure everybody needs to understand and hear this, that it wasn't about if the tariffs. There's nobody to enforce, not the tariffs, excuse me. There's the sanctions. There's nobody there to enforce them, because between the gutting that Donald Trump did during Doge with Elon Musk in the beginning, between what Russell Vought is doing right now, they've gutted all the institutions that are set up there to to oversee the shadow fleets of Russian, to oversee India or China or Venezuela, who's buying, or Iran buying Russian oil. There's nobody to oversee it. So he could sanction from here to tomorrow. There's no organization. There's nobody to watch it. There's nobody to oversee it. Just like he's talking about India is not going to buy. First he said India, that's it. They're not going to buy oil. Well, India came out and said, no, we're going to continue buying Russian oil. Now he's coming out saying they're going to stop. They're going to take their time. All of these things, folks, are lies. They're lies. None of it is a reality. It all, again, is what I told you. And like I said, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. What did he do? He did absolutely nothing. He did a piece of paper, so a sanction on supposedly Russia. He didn't give ammunition to, on the contrary, he actually did, he went a step further. Not only did he not give tomahawks, but he actually stopped that conversation, because there was in the Oval, when he asked about the tomahawks, if you didn't hear his response, I will put it out there and send it out there to you guys. But his response was, you know what? I don't know if could even send them the tomahawks, because the tomahawks, to be able to use the tomahawks technology, we would have to train whoever to use it for at least a year, 6 months to a year. Otherwise, it would be the Americans that would be using the tomahawks and sending them. And we're not going to allow American soldiers to be able to shoot you heard it, Elizabeth, to shoot tomahawks. He goes, so, there's really no reality of them getting any tomahawks, because none of the Ukrainians are taught how to use tomahawk missiles. So, so just think about it. He told you this now, but meanwhile, the past several weeks, all they've been talking about is how they're going to sell tomahawks to the NATO, and NATO is going to give it to the Ukrainians. And I've been telling you that's not going to happen. And today you're seeing it play out loud. So I just wanted to make sure to give you that quick update. I'm not going to spend too much time and take up a lot of your evening. It's 8 o'clock. I know that you guys are probably tired, home from work, want to go relax with your family. So I wanted to make sure that you understood what was really happening. There's no this whole thing with Russia was a con. These sanctions mean absolutely nothing. The bombardment is continuing, so we need your help. Continue helping Ukraine. For those of you that have, God bless you. Thank you. For those of you that haven't or joined, there's a GoFundMe in the. I don't know if it's still in here. There's a GoFundMe in here for Alexander. We almost have it finished. I think we're at like 80 something percent. Let's try and knock it out in the next day or two, and this way then we could go on to help Alexander and his family because he really needs it, even though he's not talking. Anybody want to come up? Anybody have any questions? We could do the next 5-10 minutes. Tomorrow, who is Alexander? Alexander is from Voice from Ukraine. He's my cousin, but he also does the show live from Ukraine. He also goes and delivers aid to people since the invasion started, going back to 2014. But especially from thank you, Natasha, for putting him up there. And he's basically, in my eyes, he's a big hero. But let me put up the GoFundMe one more time before we go. Hold on a second. Um, Okay, I just put up the GoFundMe. That's for Alex. So guys, that's not for Alex. That's for Kharkiv. That's for Kharkiv. For the kids and for the mission and for the aid that he's delivering there. Alex's GoFundMe we're gonna set up separate. So anybody want to come up? Anybody want to come up and say hi to anybody? Uh, Luda, you want to come up and say hi to everybody? Jill, Mary. Oh, yeah. Come on, Mary. You could come up. Absolutely. Mary, I just sent you Mary B's. Come on up. Mary B, I hope you could see I sent you an invitation. I press accept. You got, I'm going to send it to you again. Here, Mary B. There you go. You see where it says there's an invitation to come. You just need to. Oh, you have to be on the phone. Are you on the phone? You could only do it if you're on the phone. That's right. Thank you, Nick. You can't. Yeah, you can't be. It has to be on the phone. It can't be on a tablet. It's weird. Substack. They're still making. Lori, let's go, Lori. While we're waiting for Mary, let's bring Lori. Lori, and let's go. You got Natasha. Okay.
I love
Hey, Lori, how are you? Welcome.
Good, good. How are you?
I'm great. First of all, I want to thank you for being a supporter, for being a subscriber. God bless you. And you have a question? You want to say something? We're all yours.
So I do have a question, and you had mentioned it earlier. Now that Hegseth has now bombed 8 boats, right? We've got 8 boats now.
Yep.
When Trump was at the UN and Colombia president, I think it was Pedro, he mentioned he was going to look into it back then when there were maybe 3 or 4. Do you know if any other country, is Colombia or Venezuela or the ICC, is anyone looking into this besides, we're not. They're just allowing it to happen, but can anything happen from
Well,
another country?
Well, this is the problem. First of all, Colombia is looking into it. That's one of the reasons why the Colombian president was even actually his visa was canceled, and Trump is at war with the Colombian president because of that. Venezuela is we're days literally any day to day away from invading Venezuela. My sources tell me that we actually have troops on the ground in Venezuela, CIA, operatives that are just waiting for the right moment that when he's going to need to take away from some sort of something happening here. So the problem is our biggest thing that could stop Donald Trump is it's not the ICC or it's not the Colombian president. It's 2 things. It's us, the people, our voices, and our constitution with what's left of it, and that means that we need some brave men and women in Congress to step up. That's the first step. And there's not that many. We need 4 or 5 of them to, join forces and to say enough is enough. Like we're going to investigate. Like we want subpoenas. We want to know who are these people? What is the evidence that I mean, we should be able to all agree on certain things. Like if we could get Marjorie Taylor Greene and certain of these, and we get over 218 votes to agree that the Epstein file should be released, we should also agree that we should not be just killing people in the middle of the ocean without any due process, no evidence. And we already have. Rand Paul is out there screaming it. So the problem, and this is what I'm seeing, and this is why I'm so frustrated. And that's why certain things I can't go into, and I'm working behind the scene. That's why I need you guys, your support, all of your support, to make my voice loud, so I could then have the power with the Democrats as I'm trying to. There is no leadership. There's no unity. There's no message. And I'm not saying it because I want to just dump on them. But unfortunately, that's why every day we speak, I say it because hopefully one day somebody maybe will get up and say, you know what, enough is enough. It's going to be me. And it can't be the old guard. It can't be, what's a Bernie Sanders. It can't be
Schumer.
those Schumers, and it has to be. And this is what I say. I say, out of 360 million people, you're going to tell me we don't have some fresh, young Democrat that are, where's that Obama? Remember when Obama came out of nowhere, when he came out, made that speech? That's what we need right now. We need some excitement. We need somebody to join, to take the message and take it to him. And unfortunately, Gavin Newsom's not the guy. You know what I'm saying to you? Yes, he's out there doing these little things and great, and everything counts, but I'm not going to sugarcoat. He's not the guy. You know what I'm saying to you? So we need somebody out there, and it doesn't even have to be a person that's going to be running for president. It could be somebody that unites Congress, unite. Because just think about a simple thing like talking about every day. How are we not every day out on every media channel, on everyone talking about that with the suffering that's happening in this country is because of the Republicans. They shut the government down. Russell Vought is right now destroying, all of these programs. Nobody's talking about this. This is a simple message. How are we not standing and forcing? I spoke to, several congressmen, and I told them, I know Donald Trump very well. I speak to his people in his group, in his inner circle very well. One of the things that he fears more than anything is to face the Epstein survivors in the Oval Office, because he won't know how, because then his whole gig is up. How are we not on the standing there with with Marjorie Taylor Greene herself on the lawn? She's asking him to meet him also. I mean, we have the ammunition. How are we not dissecting Project 2025 and every day doing running ads on every television, buying up? Yeah, I mean, we should be. I should not be able to. Not one of us should be able to put on the television or go on some social media site without some ad or with some kind of running with Marjorie Taylor Greene's her own voice saying the Republicans are destroying our healthcare and shutting down the what's it called, government. President Trump speak to the Epstein survivors. I mean, these are Republican words. We don't even need it. We have the ammunition. And I'm sorry I get passionate about it, but we don't have, and that's why right now I'm trying to do. This is what, I'm speaking to people. There's a lot of, you guys out there that are my subscribers and are part of the family that behind the scenes are helping with a lot of stuff, making phone calls, sending out emails. So,
But the war crimes. I mean, they're committing war crimes, right? I mean, they're murdering people.
absolutely.
People. Just
We this Malcolm Nance is a dear friend of mine, and he says it,
Mhm.
100%. He says once we get our democracy back, once we get our constitution, we will have tribunals. We will have this. This will be another Nuremberg. This will be because there's so many war crimes. The war crimes that they're committing in the Middle East, the war crimes that they're committing here at home, the war crimes that they're committing in Eastern Europe, the war crimes that they I mean, it's just the list of crimes. I could tell you one thing. The one thing I know is The Democrats, they keep adding to the list. The list they have, you know what, they had the list. The fact that who will do something about it is first of all, and second of all,
'Cause
right
we
now,
can't wait 3 more years, we
no,
can't
we
wait
can't
for
wait a
3
year.
years.
We can't even wait a year. I
Right.
mean, 2026 is like, this is what I'm saying to you. Like, I pray, but 2026 is like, if he feels for 1 second that he is going to lose it, he will do martial law,
Mhm.
insurrection, something. I mean,
War.
some, and or invade Venezuela. That's why I say we don't have to wait till 2026,
Mhm.
because we could do the same pressure, bipartisan pressure we put on for the Epstein files. We could do the same thing. We could use it for the killing of people in the middle of the ocean. I mean, the only the hardcore MAGA in Congress agree to it. But that's maybe like 10, 15 of them. There's 200 of them. They're just trying to stay quiet under the radar. Let's expose them. That's what I'm saying to you. We need to be smart, not just, instead of going out there and trying to get 1 million people in Washington, D.C., which is, first of all, very hard to do. Second of all,
Mhm.
needs a lot of money to do. Third of all, Trump is going to then try to get the National Guard to arrest everybody and do it. Why don't we go and take the names of all of these congressmen and women in these little places, towns that are trying to be quiet, because all you need over there is maybe 1,000 people or 2,000
Right.
people, and
Mm.
do a sit-in, or or protest outside their office, and believe me, they will take notice. Believe me, once you put them on the radar, all of a sudden, if CNN mentions their name, or if all of a sudden, all of a sudden they'll be like, wait a second, where do you stand with the Epstein files? Do you want them really? Put them on the record. They're
Right.
trying to hide. See, that's, these are little strategical things. Uh, and for me, they might be easy, because remember, I'm not a pundit. I'm not a journalist. I was one. I was one of them. I was part of Mega, and not, and I'm not proud of it, but I helped build Mega, so I know what it took to put it together. I know what it's going to take it apart, and that's why I'm trying to build this coalition and build this team. But the biggest problem that we're having is we don't have the unity, and we don't have the financing. We don't, if we hadn't, like Elon Musk or Mark Cuban or anybody out there that came out and said, "Hey, Lev," what I'm saying? Even though you got the Robert De Niro's, you have all these people. I mean, these are wealthy people. You got, or Clooney, Schmooney. You got a lot of, all they need to do, pick up the phone, say, "Hey, Lev, you know what? Let's sit down for an hour. Tell me, what do you think?" I guarantee you, in that after an hour, they would be drooling at their mouth of how to go, save our democracy. But they really have to be wanting to do it, and not have their own personal, because a lot of these people have their own personal agenda, and not the agenda. They talk about it, they use it as saving our democracy, but it's not about it.
I think, was it Jane Fonda? One of them is working with a women's group or something like that, even
James
someone like.
actually Jane Fonda, is not only a women's group, they opened up like a whole group of celebrities are going to do it. One of our family members and subscribers here, I'm not going to mention her name. A lot of you know her. She works hard behind the scenes. She's actually been in touch with Jane Fonda.
Oh,
She's
good.
trying to get her get her in touch with me, and we're trying to work with a lot of different organizations, and we're trying to get in touch with Colbert and all others, and we're trying to expand. So every day we're working behind the scenes. But the way even they all know this is, I keep saying it. I know it sometimes sounds repetitive, but the way you get noticed is these algorithms. It's all algorithms. The more
Mhm.
we have, the more subscribers we have, the more views we have, the more messages, the more all these. I'm learning it myself. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, this is not my game. So this is that. So I'm learning it
You're
myself.
not a tech bro.
No, no, I'm so far. But see, this is the stuff we need. I need each and every one of you guys to do, and that's why I ask all the time. Keep spreading the message, keep doing it, contributing, because the bigger my voice gets, then the algorithm starts spreading it. Then they start noticing. Then they can't. Then they have to respond. See, right now, when we're in our echo chamber, their best defense is not to respond, because if you respond, you put a light on it. But once
Right.
we get big enough where they have no choice, so that's, Glenn Kushner is great, but again, everybody's
Yeah.
individuals. You know what I'm saying? Glenn's
Mhm.
doing, out there doing his thing, the Midas toucher doing that. And you gotta also keep in mind, you have a lot of different entities, and that's what I'm trying to put together, because first of all, we have independent journalists like my son Aaron, like the Midas touch.
Mhm.
They're journalists. They need to report the news. They're different. I'm not a journalist. People like me, people like Olivia Troy, people like Miles Taylor, we are whistleblowers. We are people
Right.
that
Mhm.
lived on the inside. So it's a teamwork. Then you got people like Glenn Kirshner. He's not a journalist and he's not a whistleblower. He's an ex prosecutor. So this is how you build a team of people together to be able to get the right message out there, and to go out there not just on TV but on the road, to be able to go out there, do these town halls and stuff like that, with a cooperation of whistleblowers. Let the journalists bring the news out there, because right now, without, like, my son Aaron, or Midas, we don't have independent journalism.
Yeah, we
It's
don't know
gone.
what's going on.
Because, it's just, think about it. We have people taking pledges and saying that we will not report unless you tell us what you want us to report. Even in Russia, even in North Korea, they don't do that, because they pretend to make it look like it's like they have a
Mm.
democracy. Here, we're not even pretending. I mean, we're just going full blown, you know. And for the people that say, listen, people are standing up, leaving. People cannot leave. We cannot have generals leave. We cannot have
Right.
prosecutors leave. On the opposite, we need to stand up. We need people to stand up against these orders. Like, we need somebody to one day to stand up and say, no, we're not going to shoot that boat. You know what I'm saying to you?
Right.
And that's where it begins. When that one
Our
person,
military, like, our military, I mean, like,
exactly.
someone like Malcolm to get with our military,
You
and
need, and that's all you need. You need that one defiance to start the
Mhm.
movement, because it says, no, I'm not going to kill, four people, or I'm going to release these files. I'm going to
Right,
assign
right.
today, or we have the ammunition, but that's where we are.
But he's about retaliation, so everyone's just trying to stay under the radar and be like Adam Schiff and, like, all these people that he's going after
Oh, no,
'cause
Shift's in trouble.
yes,
Shift's in trouble. I could tell
he's
you.
next.
Shift,
Yeah.
Shift's in trouble. Brandon is going to go down.
Mhm.
There he's go. McKay. I mean, there. What's his name? Weissman is going down. They're going to go after. I'm hearing there's a bunch of names. What's it called? Christopher Ray. There's even their own, because they need to change the what's it called, the narrative.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to thank you so much for coming
Oh,
up.
thank
I
you.
hope you're enjoying this new interaction that we're doing. I hope
I
you.
yes, yeah. I've
Yeah.
been up with Michael too, so I was waiting for you to be able
That's
to.
awesome. That's awesome. I'm gonna do more and more of these. It's just been crazy between trying to get
Yeah,
because
sure.
between what's going on in Ukraine and juggling what's going on here. There's a lot that's happening, and it's just they're trying to the media doesn't help. That unfortunately, if
Yeah.
that's a big part of it, because you feel like you're fighting against a wave, not only against their disinformation, but you're fighting against the media cycle that just doesn't want to listen. They want to run with these different stories that they think are clickbait, and it's just crazy. I mean,
But you've got some good ones like Rachel, right? Rachel Maddow.
Rachel is
She's had
awesome.
some.
Rachel is incredible, but Rachel's only once a week on a Monday night.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Or like
See
Stephanie Rule, she's great too.
but Stephanie's great, but again, because MSNBC, and because she's in a time slot at what, at 10, 11
Mhm.
o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yeah. See, you gotta understand. It's like, I'll give you an example. What happened on the 18th, No Kings, was amazing. We had over 7 million people. It was great. We could talk about, but it's done. That's it. It was one
Yep.
day. It was a media. We talked. Now we're on to who talks about no kings. Now we'll start talking about when the next one in 6 months they plan.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Mm.
The problem
Yeah.
is we need the movement to continue. We need like right now. Stop asking him questions. Like when he has a press conference, don't ask him questions about what he wants you to ask him about. Ask him about the Epstein files. Ask him about Project 2025. Ask him about stuff that is happening. That why aren't you giving? Why did you lie and are not giving missiles to what's it called? Tell us the truth with your relationship with Jared Kushner and Kirill Dmitriev. Why did Stephen Witkoff, how well does he know when was the first time he met Vladimir Putin? I mean, there's so much things that they could be asking him that, he'll end up clearing them, getting rid of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He'll say, "Well, where are you from? What news? Where are you from? Oh no, you're fake news." And next, right?
Exactly. But
Can't put him in his place.
the more that happens, the more people are seeing it. See,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying to you. It's
true.
okay.
True.
We just need to keep. We need the whole thing. Maybe what I'm trying to say is we need to keep the movement going. We can't.
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing these one fly by nights, hit and runs. This one, we have one great day. We have 10 million people come out. It doesn't it doesn't ship because the next day he changes the media cycle.
Right.
And all these great. We need a consistent move. And what I'm saying, and this is what I want each. We have a little over 1,200 people here. Each and every one of you, let your congressmen, let your senators, let our people know, let Prisker know, let them know, let any of your money people know. I have the
Hmm.
plan. I know what we need to do, and but I will, but I'm not, and talk to only to the right person. You know what I'm
Buy
saying?
some crypto and sell it.
You know what I'm saying to you? I believe me, I know how to dismantle what they're doing. It's like it's just but
I
again,
know.
until we get some leadership, until we get somebody on this side that's willing to say, you know what, willing to do what it takes. I mean, just think about it. You got so many rich people that he's going after, like George Soros and all of them. Like they should be knocking at my door. Like, see, this is the whole thing. When we were like, I'll give you an example. Like when I was part of MAGA, like part of what we were doing, part of Project Veritas, part of all of our was to get people from the Democratic side over to our side and to be inside, get insiders, get us information. I mean, take a perfect example about Governor Newsom. Do you understand why they have so much hatred and information on Governor Newsom? Because we had Kimberly Guilfoyle. We had his ex-wife. She was sleeping with Donald Trump Jr. She was telling. So that's what I'm saying to you. So like just and they don't want to take. It's like and they have Donald Trump's ex-wives, and they're like, nah, we don't want to listen to you. We'd rather take somebody from Harvard, from Yale, with some degree, and pay them millions of dollars to give us some story or some plan that we're gonna go fight Donald Trump, and they've never even met the man.
Right.
So that's
Right.
where we're at. Yeah,
Have
that's
you
where.
gotten your check from Soros though? Because I haven't. From last Saturday? No, I'm still waiting for it.
No, yeah. I want
Oh,
to thank you for coming up. I want you to
all
have a
right.
great night.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for all the support. And we're going to be doing this nonstop. So I'll see you up again. And if you have
Definitely.
any questions, but thank
All
you.
right.
Have a
Thanks, Lev.
great
You too.
night. Absolutely. Guys, I gotta run, but I will do one more quick one if somebody wants to come up here, because I promise you we'll do one more. If anybody wants to come up, ask some questions, get something off your chest, any of the paid subscribers, it's a little delayed, so let's give it this because this thing gets delayed. Oh, there we go. Okay, start moving. We actually, yeah, we are going to go call it Project Democracy. We're putting a plan. That's a great somebody that wrote there. Part of what me and Malcolm are talking about is writing our own. They have Project 2025. We're going to have write our own Save Our Democracy, and we're going to have our own type of like Project 2025. Let me see. Uh, John, John, you can you? I can't find you. I need to click on you. If you want to message me again to come up, and then I'll bring you up because it's delayed. Let me see if I could find you, John. Uh, uh, no, I can't do. I can't. I gotta be able to tap on you, John. If you want to come up, I got you. Gotta press again. Let me see. Oh, Mary B's got it. Let's see, Mary B. Okay, I'll bring you up. All right, Mary B. Let's see if you got it. I think Mary B's got it.
I did it, Lev. I did
You
it.
did. Great
Hey,
job. Persevere. Listen, that's a perfect example. If we keep trying, if we keep doing it, we could save our democracy. We
that's
can do
right.
it. Just gotta keep doing it.
You know what? I'm super glad to hear you talk today about how you are working out something with maybe Malcolm and some other people to get something down, concrete, written down. And I wanted to ask, do you have Democrats reaching out to you to say, hey, Lev, what do you think? You know how these people think. What advice can you give us to put this in
That,
action?
that's the whole key. They're not. I have no
Oh,
the phones are not ringing. Nobody. I'm actually we're reaching out to them. We actually have a whole group of subscribers like yourself that are out there that are making phone calls, emails, and it's crazy that not only are they not calling, but they don't even have the time. You know, everybody's doing their own thing, and that's one of the things that why we're trying to put this coalition together and trying to get like me, Malcolm, others, and do it ourselves. Because if we don't,
yes.
we're gonna do we the people. You know what I'm saying to you? It's either if nobody's gonna step to it, we'll do it grassroots. We'll put together a GoFundMe for it. We'll go out there ourselves, and we're just gonna go out there and go out, start spreading it and doing it. And that's. Hey, John, give me a second. Let's. I'll bring you up. I know. I promise. Just hold on. We'll keep you here. Hold on. Let me just save this for you because okay, we'll try to save it like that. Sorry, man. Go ahead, Mary.
I won't keep you too long, Lev. That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, is something gonna get organized? Because that's what we need, dude. That's what we need.
Well, that's why right now the number one thing is we need to we are organizing. While I'm
Right.
organizing, I need each and every one of you to spread them to help me build my platforms and get our
Right.
voice. So right now the two platforms that we have that I trust is Substack is our home. So we
Yep.
need as many subscribers, as many paid subscribers, as many messages, shares, restacks. You know what to do on Substack family. And then I
Yep.
need also your everybody's support on YouTube so we could get the algorithms because I'm going to be also going on YouTube and trying to because it reaches out to more people in a different audience.
Okay.
So right now that's the first thing while we're putting it together. And once we get the plan together, believe me, you guys will be the first to know. And
Nice.
then like I say, everybody could do something.
Yep.
This is the one thing that we can't do is we can't sit back and say somebody's going to do it for me or this is how it's going to be done. We all have to say either if I can, I'd be a paid subscriber. If I can't afford it, I'm going to be a regular subscriber and go share it. If I can, I'm going to call my congressman. If I can write a letter, if I could go protest, we could all do something to keep
Right.
spreading the message because the number one thing right now is to keep spreading the information that I keep putting out there because it's the information is what Donald Trump tries to suppress. And that's why we need to make sure that we get it out there. So that's the
Okay.
number one thing right now.
You know what? One more thing.
Yeah.
When Alex, your cousin is going to use the money, are the heating things ready for the people to have the heat?
Yeah, he's already actually started. They've already started shipping
Oh,
because
good.
of all the great work that all the donations that came in. So there's a bunch of stuff that as heating pads,
Yeah.
or sanitary supplies for the hospital. Because the hospital got hit there also, for the people that can't get washed because they have no water
Mhm.
also. So I mean, he got a whole. He's actually putting together packages and they're shipping them out, but he
Okay,
also
good.
is planning to go out there himself next week and go to the front line and personally make sure and deliver it. So once we
Great.
finish with the GoFundMe, yeah, but absolutely, we're getting him out there, and we're he's it's just incredible. But they're under fire every day, so
I know.
it's crazy. But thank you
I'm
so
glad
much.
to hear that the heating things are ready for the people. That's so
Yeah,
so crucial.
they should be, from what I don't, I'll get more information, but they should, the first shipment, Alex told me, should be getting there either by this weekend or by the beginning of next week already. So they're
All right.
already, like, it's already on its way, definitely.
Well, bless you both for doing that. It's
Oh,
just so
God,
awesome. It just
God
warms my
bless you.
heart.
God bless you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a great night, and we will do this again, and we'll see you up here.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up.
All right. See ya.
Take care. All right, John, let's see. And then I gotta run because my wife will kill me, John. Uh, John, I sent you there we go.
Hey, Lev, how you doing? Good to
Great,
see you
man.
again.
Good to see you
Uh,
again.
I know you. I know you're short on time, but I wanted to give a quick update on my Liccione v. Trump Bondi DeSantis lawsuit. It's an election records fraud lawsuit under the RICO statute, where and this is down in Florida. I'm the only Democrat that's suing because of this. There are 5 Republicans that are down here that have also brought lawsuits against the supervisors of elections down here, and it goes all the way up to the office of Ron DeSantis, to the Secretary of State, and it's infected the DOJ and the White House now. And this is in D.C. It's a D.C. District Court lawsuit, and it involves VR systems. The elections contractor that handles voter registration and mail ballot processing. You know, mail ballot requests, mail ballot processing. So that's I'm about to be filing a motion to
Awesome.
alter amend judgment, and so that's going to happen next week. And I'm the only one in the nation that's suing Trump for violating his own election integrity executive order.
My man, God
Um,
bless you, brother. I mean, we did that's I mean, every little helps. Every little fight helps. You never know which one of those breaks through, you know what I'm saying to you?
right,
So
right. And then the second thing I just wanted to talk about quickly is this Adelifa Gujalva situation. The Arizona Secretary of State, too slow. She should have filed that lawsuit right away. You know, we're a month into it now, with no representation for 800,000 Arizonians. And I don't know that we should be in court tomorrow. They should be in court tomorrow in D.C. and get the judge to swear her in. Done.
we have
Right?
no leadership, John. That's the problem. Just like you said, you're 100% right. We should
Mhm.
there. If this was the shoe was on the other foot, if this was the Republicans, believe me when I tell you, they would have had her sworn in already. Just
Yeah.
just
Yep.
think about what McConnell did. Why Trump was able to get 3 Supreme Court picks. Think about. Remember what McConnell did.
Oh
Remember how
yeah.
he got back. Remember.
Yeah, with Garland. Yeah, he held up the
That
nomination.
so
Yeah.
so what I'm saying to you is, the Democrats first didn't know who they were playing against, and now they're so disheveled. They're at each other. So I mean, just they're all coming out with books talking about how they were. I mean, I don't even want to get into it right now. Where that's for a different time. But
Right.
what I'm
We
saying,
need to stop writing books, and we need to get inside the opposition's decision cycle and
absolutely.
put them on the back foot. Offensive lawfare, not defensive
Offense,
lawfare.
thank you.
Right.
Offense, John.
We
That's
need
what
to
I'm
be on
saying.
offense.
We need,
And
yeah,
that isn't just politically, that's also with Ukraine. We should be sailing an Aegis missile cruiser up the Bosphorus and close the skies over the Black Sea on behalf of the Ukrainians, right?
I'll even give you better. If Donald Trump would just shut up and get out of it and say, leave this whole thing alone, the Ukrainians and the Europeans would already deal with Russia. The
Yeah.
problem is he is the one. Putin is using Trump and keeping him in here because that's Putin's wild
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Because
Trump is the friction in this
exactly,
process, right?
exactly. Because
And
because of Trump, Ukraine can't go hit deep inside of Russia all the time because Trump doesn't let him. Because of Ukraine, Trump, NATO can't knock down because Trump is like, well, I might not defend you. So if Trump would just get out of this whole thing, Ukraine and Europe would handle Russia because Russia's not the one thing Trump did say, right? That Russia is that paper tiger. That was the only thing that he said in this whole thing that by accidentally I think he said it. But
yeah.
John, I want to thank you so much for coming up. I want to thank you for your lawsuit. I want to thank you for your perseverance to be able to keep the fight on because it's a perfect example of what I keep saying all the time. Each and every one of us could do something. And you see,
Right.
not only are you a subscriber, not only are you a paid subscriber, but you're out there suing, you're out there spreading the voice, you're out there trying to do whatever you can using whatever skills you have and brain power. And that's a great example of each and every one because right now, this is what it's all about. This is the line that's drawn in the sand. We don't have 3 years, 4 years right now. Right now, every day our Constitution rights are slipping away. And every day we need to join together. And every day we need to do what John is doing. We need to do what Mary's doing. We need to do what, each and every one. I'm not going to start naming. There's thousands and thousands of you are out there doing each and every one of you out there. Keep doing it. Don't stop, not for 1 second. Not even when we get some good news. The
Right.
day we stop is the day where he is out of office, and when we get control back of our democracy, is that day where we could maybe all take a deep breath. Because even then, there's still going to be a lot of work because of all the destruction that he's done and all
Right.
of the things that he's put into place.
Right.
But I
Yeah,
truly.
Lev, you asked me to contact you direct message, and I did about the lawsuit. But we need to connect directly so I can brief you in on all this. And so
I'm gonna send me your info on on the DM, and then I will respond. I might be a day or so because I'm just all over. I got I'm I'm a one man
you
shop.
need
But
me. You need me on the team, man. You need me on the team.
I'm building the team. I'm building it right now. Believe me, I'm building it right now. Listen, trust me when I tell you because I've done it on the other side, and we have everything in place. The biggest thing we don't have is we don't have that loyalty of financing to support the movement. We don't have that one Elon Musk, and we don't have a group that is behind the force because it's all spread. And that is the biggest problem. And they have a monster machine. They've built it over years because just take a look when they were just look how much. If I tell you how much money they raised over Charlie Kirk's death, if I tell you how much money they raise every time there's a Democrat says something bad about a Republican, and it's not about it's a different machine, and the mindset's different, and that's why I'm trying to change some of the mindset on this side for them to understand that it's like and the best analogy is like you have the Democrats are still trying to run that 1960s basketball offense.
Right.
They're the 1960s basketball team, and they're trying to play the Lakers right now or the
Right.
Golden State Warriors.
Right. We don't need more kumbaya Democrats. We need some oorah Democrats,
Correct.
right?
We need
And that's what I bring to the table down here in Florida. I tried to unseat Anna Luna, but the Democratic Party down here just kicked me to the curb. And now I'm considering running again against Luna,
Well,
right? So
let's talk. Well, then let's talk because the Democrats, who'd you speak to here? Nikki Free?
well, the old Pinellas County where I'm at, supervisor elections, and Nikki Fried, they won't even return my calls,
Okay.
right?
Well, DM me. I will get back to you, and we'll have a talk, and I will make some phone call. But that's the problem. Listen, I was gonna run. I said to him, I said, you want me to stir up some shit? But they're like, this is the problem. You know what I'm saying to
Mhm.
you? That's one of the problems. But John, we'll continue this call because my wife will kill me because I gotta go help her put the kids down to sleep, and we got a lot
Hey,
going.
tell her I said hello. She's a rock star. I watched the documentary. She was awesome there.
Oh, God bless you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, my brother. So me and you're gonna get in touch. Keep up the good
All right.
work, and thank you so much for coming up,
All
John.
right. Thanks for having me on. Take care.
Take care. Guys, great. The hour flew by so quickly. We didn't even notice it. I hope you're enjoying the new version of how we're gonna do these lives. So this way we could all interact. We could all be part of this movement, part of the team. I hope for those of you that can become paid subscribers. This way you can contribute in the comments. You could come up and speak, but most importantly, you help support the fight, the movement, our resistance. For those of you that are, God bless you. Love each and every one of you. For those of you that are just new to the family, welcome aboard. We have a lot of work to do, so I want to wish everybody a good night. Stay tuned. I'm gonna put a special letter together about Alexander because you really guys need to know who he is because I don't think you really know to what degree this man has gone to, and so I'm definitely gonna do that. And obviously, I have some updates for you. So I don't know if tonight it might be too late. If no breaking news tomorrow morning, you'll definitely get a Substack letter that will update you and give you the inside scoop on everything the media is not connecting the dots. So thank you again. God bless each and every one of you. God bless America. Slava Ukraini, and all of you out there. Go kiss your loved ones, kiss your children, hug your loved ones, and take care of yourself today because you deserve it. Take care.